Hello everyone and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, but in this video I'm going to talk about some things going on around the world as well. Let's take a look. Coming soon to America, they want CBDCs to control absolutely everything. Just in, Nigerians revolt at the central bank after it declared old currency notes no longer legal tender. And people here in the US still don't believe this is coming. I tell them, go to the .gov website, learn about a CBDC. While you're at it, learn about bail-ins as well. You know, at some point, a bail-in is going to happen. People here are so beholden to US dollars, they never want to go digital, period. They won't have it. But what's going to happen is a bail-in. And it's going to take anybody that's beholden to the US dollar, their wealth is going to get swallowed up. That's going to lead to the greatest wealth transfer in all of history. All of a sudden, anyone who is rich under the current financial system can easily become poor. Anyone holding crypto will become the new 1%. I don't think I still want to be living here within 5 to 6 years when digital ID and CBDC will be installed. This is coming from someone in Canada, but this is going everywhere throughout the entire world. Where are you going to run from a CBDC when every single country is rolling one out? Next will come the digital ID and the social credit score. It's a matter of time. It's naive to think that a government that is currently combing through individual financial information will stop doing so when it has the formidable power of a CBDC. A growing number of Democrat and Republican policymakers supporting creating a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, that would further empower the Federal Reserve. Although the parties disagree on the particulars, their broad agreement on the idea creates a political opening for the Fed and the Biden administration to move ahead with a CBDC that will compromise Americans' freedom. Some lawmakers say a CBDC, which is a digital dollar issued by the Fed, could help stave off a debt crisis and preserve the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency. But it isn't clear that a CBDC will do either. It is clear that one could be used to monitor and manage the use of the dollar. They will see every transaction you make. They can control you through your money. BIS unveils new stablecoin and DeFi monitoring platform with focus on CBDC. And it's everywhere, and it's moving so much quicker now. You know, I said it in a few videos that 2030 isn't the year anymore. I believe it's going to all start happening much quicker, as we see here. The initial plan was to start the pilot phase in 2024, but the government now wants to do that this year. Ukraine speeds up digital Hervenia project plans pilot for this year because everything is getting fast-tracked now. Here in the US, we're going to have an emergency situation, and that's what's going to bring about our CBDC, because no one here would ever vote for that. You got to remember, people in the US are so used to doing everything that they do now. All of a sudden, the government seeing their transactions, they're not going to fall for that. But the problem is most people are still very distracted. They don't even know that it's coming. And yet it's right there on our .gov website. Now I'm going to show you something that I've been talking about for quite a while. This shows you little by little how that new financial system is getting built. How it's this crypto partnered with this company, partnered with this company. And it's all coming together. So Ripple and XRP partnership with trillion-dollar company Visa. Ripple partners with EarthPoint, setting up a global partnership. The company provides cross-border payment services to banks, money transfer service providers, and businesses in over 50 countries and territories worldwide. Just a few months later, on December 2018, Visa acquires Ripple partner EarthPoint for $250 million. But the relation with Visa and XRP doesn't seem to stop here. Ripple proceeds to establish a partnership with D-Money, leading fintech, specializing in international money transfers. Can you guess what happens next? Later on, D-Money proceeds to pair up with Visa, working again on cross-border payments. It's well known that Ripple aims to solve the same exact issue. Navati then partners with Ripple for global payment solutions. Navati enables businesses to pay and be paid from any device, anywhere from corner stores and startups to global organizations. Navati, which has become a Ripple partner, then launches new payments platform in an active partnership involving Visa. Then the final boom comes with Visa acquiring Currency Cloud, which is also a former Ripple partner. The acquisition happened just a few months after the partnership was completed. That's how it starts from the bottom up. You see, Ripple partner with this company partners with this company, this partner partners with this company. One big, massive network is forming. And it's not only Ripple and XRP, it's Stellar and XLM doing the same thing, Q&T doing the same thing, XDC doing the same thing. It's the new financial system, and it's getting built from the bottom up. And you can see it happen in real time because we're so early into crypto still. And I've been showing you this little by little over the course of last year because I seen it early on and I wanted to share it with all of you because it's not hard to see what's happening. And this is all leading to a cashless society. Between all these partnerships with these card companies and payment financial institutions, and on top of that, CBDCs as well, this is where we're headed. No digital ID and cashless society ever. A cashless society means zero cash, not some cash, zero cash. And this is how big this actually is. No car boot sale markets, no tooth fairy piggy banks, no saving cash for a rainy day, no tipping the waiter or hairdresser, no giving to the homeless, no giving to busking musicians, no selling unwanted items for cash, no buying anything with privacy. 100% digital currency means your life is 100% dependent on a power source and the internet. Every penny you receive will be recorded. Every transaction will be tracked. That's what cashless society actually means. It's gonna hurt a lot of people. You know how many people are working weekend jobs under the table right now to make ends meet due to inflation? All of a sudden, now they're paying taxes on that money as well. And most waiters and waitresses depend on tips, and they're coming after their tip money. They want to tax that also. But this allows them to see all those transactions. This allows them to collect the tax money in real time. Lock your doors tonight. Republican senator speaks out after classified briefing on downed UFOs. This is all meant to keep you distracted. People need to wake up before it's too late. You know, all of a sudden, we're hearing more and more about aliens. And now there's abductions apparently as well. UFO sighting and abduction reports across the world. So now we have actual people getting taken by aliens. What is the government doing about that? And if they're shooting down all these UFOs, why aren't they going into the cockpit of the ship and seeing what's inside of there? Why don't we have proof of that? I guess that will come later. But again, it's all one big distraction from what's really going on. You realize all of this is intentional and well orchestrated, right? Breaking. A fire breaks out at a chemical tank that leads to temporary evacuations in Oklahoma. And we keep seeing more and more of this as well. Police scanners are reporting the toxic chemical that is currently leaking is nitric acid, which is extremely toxic if you get in contact. This is happening in Tucson, Arizona. A Union Pacific train has derailed after hitting a truck in Houston, Texas area. Some hazardous materials were being carried by this train. Why is it all around toxic and hazardous materials all of a sudden? And this is happening everywhere, state by state. And yet, people still don't realize something is wrong here. And people think that this should be happening on a daily basis. They're becoming immune to it. It doesn't shock anyone anymore. But the alien thing, it keeps people afraid. This keeps you distracted, keeps you looking over here while they're doing this over there. People need to wake up. I'm telling you, if nobody wakes up, it's all going to roll out a CBDC, digital ID, social credit score, and they're fast tracking it now. And it's coming. Like I said, 2030 is no longer the year. 2025 looks like it's going to be the big year at the rate we're going. Because when countries start going live with CBDCs, everybody else is going to be in a race to do it because they want to keep up with that innovation. They want to keep up with the rest of the world. But at the same time, it's distraction after distraction. And it's getting to the point where mainstream media news is only covering stories after they're all over Twitter and Facebook and everywhere else. We're keeping these people in check at this point because I finally seen them talk about what happened in Ohio on Fox News yesterday. And that needs to continue. You need to keep these people, talking about it. Other than that, nothing will ever get done about it. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.